Hello everyone, Mike Money Gamer here, and oh man, is it so great to be recording again. I've actually not been recording for a while now because, well, I'll just be completely honest with you. I had a whole bunch of issues come up. For starters, I almost just smashed myself in the mouth with my mic trying to fix it. But for the most part, what ended up happening is I was getting a new computer and I wanted to wait. I stopped everything for this because I was like, this is way more important than anything that I should be recording right now, because the fact is this computer is going to be able to record all my stuff 10 times better than my old one ever could. Like, this game that I have running right now wouldn't have even run on my old computer, I don't believe, according to some stats that I heard about this game. Like, there's a high chance that I wouldn't have even been able to really get it to record or anything like that. And because, like, my computer wouldn't have been trying to put too much CPU into the game itself, and all that. But for those of you who don't know, this is PlayerUnknownsBattlegrounds, and also known as PUBG. Great game, really fun. So far, I've done pretty decent in it, in my opinion. I don't know if it'll. Yeah, here we go. So I've played 3 rounds. One of them didn't go through, but let's see if it shows. Yeah, I haven't won any yet, and I haven't got a top 10 either. I had to play it a little bit because I wanted to make absolutely sure that it would load, and for the most part, it did. But at the same time, it was kind of like iffy at times. Like, at one point I completely lagged out because my internet got pissed at me and said I'm not doing this anymore, and just totally lagged me out. So, this stuff I know is kind of boring, I'm sorry, but I just kind of want to do that just to kind of show off here. We're going to go into a solo game here if it'll load. And I'm not entirely sure how well this is going to work out with my current setup, because my new computer doesn't go in the same place where my old one was, and so the wires are pretty much everywhere, to be completely honest with you. Okay, so now that we're in the game, I'm going to try moving around a little bit just to see something. Like, here, let's go look at the ocean. That's usually something that causes people to have lagging issues. I mean, it's staying at, like, my CPU is staying about like 20, so that's not bad. So, like, this new computer has a, like, way more powerful CPU and operating system, basically. So it'll definitely be able to do a lot more. And as you can tell, people just shoot each other at the startup, even though it doesn't do anything. So here's basically how this works. You start out in this plane, right? And you have this whole island that you're going to end up being on. Now, a lot of people, when they start playing for real, they go to the school and military base. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. We're going to probably land just right here. And yeah, this is kind of loud, I'm not going to lie. I'm not exactly sure how well this is going to go, but you got to have this game loud, because if you don't, what'll happen is you won't be able to hear people sneaking up on you, and that could end up being very bad. No, I didn't get a parachute boost. This might actually be one of my worst games. Actually, I might try getting over here to this little bunker building instead of going in there now that I know that everybody's heading there. And don't worry if you like get caught on a tree or anything. I don't think it does anything. Alright, so we know no one's landed over here yet, so we should be safe for the most part. Alright, so let's get in here and hope to God that there's some weapons. Hell, a Molotov, that's not really the best weapon. Okay, so let me get down here. We're gonna have to find a new place to head towards. Let's head over there, I guess. Now, to run the fastest, you want to make sure your weapon's put up. If you have a weapon out, you will end up basically screwing yourself over, to say the least, because you'll walk a lot slower. And right now, with only like a Molotov cocktail, I'm pretty much screwed, I'm not going to lie, since I didn't manage to land in the place where all the people would have shot me. So I'm just heading over here and hoping for the best. Whenever you're moving out in the open like this, it's usually a good idea to try and kind of not move in a straight path. Ooh, this place actually might be super dangerous. But we'll head to it anyway. I mean, worst that can happen is we die and have to start over. Then again, that's not really the worst thing in the world, I guess. This building's actually usually pretty good from what I've seen of Let's Plays of this, of holding weapons for you. In fact, it looks like there's one right here. I mean, it's a pistol. But, I mean, better than nothing. That's the same gun I already have. Need those bandages, though. I could probably use that ammo as well, but I'm going to hold off for a second. Ooh. That actually is better than this. If we get someone coming in here. Though, if someone does come in here, I'm pretty much going to die. Because they're most likely going to be more armed than I am, so... yeah, I can't believe I missed that jump. I'm going to regret the hell out of that. There we go. Sickle, red dot sight for my pistol. Man, this is not a good round for me. Not a single backpack to find or anything. Shit, someone just drove by. Yeah, I'm so fucked. Shit! Yeah, there was nothing I could do there. So yeah, that's basically how this goes. This is actually the worst ranking I've ever gotten right now. And you're not getting shit from me, buddy, so fuck you, you know? But, yeah. We'll go ahead and go back to the lobby real quick and move on to the next round. Alright, and we're back. And let's see what we can do this time. Looks like we're coming in from this place. You know what? I think I might actually head to Pochinki. That's one of my favorite places that I've done before. So I like to just stay in the map until we're above it before I mess with, you know, trying to figure out where we are on the map, because it's kind of hard to tell from looking in the plane. Alright, so when we get about right here is when I'll drop, basically. Okay. Let's go ahead and jump out. Now, I'll be completely honest with you, this isn't really a good place to drop either. I got lucky the first time I dropped here because I managed to drop into a house that no one was nearby. And that ended up you know, getting me into a really good spot where nobody could actually, you know, kill me. This will be better than nothing, I guess. Always close the door behind you if you can. There we go. For some reason, that little fucker wouldn't do it. And the reason why that's a bad thing is because if he manages to come up here, he'll try punching me to death, and chances are he will succeed because I haven't done that yet. So, yeah. Yeah, this looks like it's a really bad spot that I landed in. Well, crowbar is better than nothing, I guess. Yeah, there was nothing I could do there. I didn't find a weapon. Again, worst score of my life. It's all because I'm recording. I swear to God. Anyway. This is kind of what I expected would happen when I started recording again. I expected that I would just get fucked over countless times. And so... yeah, I'll be back again. Anyway, I'll start talking to you again while we're here, even though there's really no point. When I first started playing, I got really lucky on this, I'm not going to lie. What ended up basically happening is I managed to land in a place where nobody else decided to land, right? And that pretty much led to me having no trouble surviving, basically, right? And so that's why I'm kind of upset that that didn't happen this time. And like, it's really hard to, if you can tell, because you usually will have around 93 or 100 people per match. And with that being the case, it's really, really, really difficult for you to be like, oh, well, I'll just go to this place, you know, and nobody will be there. No, it never works out that way. What the hell? We'll go to the school. For the school, you want to land on the roof. From what I've seen and heard, I probably will end up fucking that up and getting killed. But, you know, we gotta try something. Because I'm not really showing you anything fun about this game right now. But, of course, it's because I'm not really good at the game right now, as you can tell. And, I mean... that really does put a problem on what you're trying to do, you know. You can't really show off a game if you're bad at it, you know. Now, as you kind of will notice, for the most part, you will always manage to try and, you know, get to the ground as fast as possible. Well, there's a crowbar, which I did not grab because my guy's a fucking moron. This is stupid. Nope. This is where you're guaranteed to die, is right inside the school, believe it or not. So you want to be very careful if you decide to come in here. I'm not even really sure what this gun even is, to be completely honest. So it's a shotgun, apparently. Interesting. I don't think I got any ammo for it, though, did I? Yeah, I did. Not that this is really a close range gun, but still nice to have. Well, we managed to survive. I mean, that's better than we have been doing. But, you know, then again, that doesn't mean much when you really think about it in terms of, will we survive past this? We have someone coming. Do you hear that shuffling? Jesus Christ, that almost went badly. I guess we can try to check this guy's stuff. I think that backpack's better than mine. Get out of that. Alright. Now the problem with that is that now someone might try to come here to finish me off because they know I was just in a battle. So I gotta be very cautious about where I move from now on. There's a pistol there. That may not be a bad idea. Is that a level 3 backpack? No, it's a level 2. That energy drink could be better than nothing, I guess. Energy drinks and stuff can actually heal you up a little bit, so they're not a bad idea to have, unless you can find bandages and stuff as well. Then those are better than that, actually. Is that a police vest? Level 1, though. Alright, so I need to listen for a second, so I'm going to be quiet. Alright. I think we're okay for now. Oh, God. So, these corners you got to be very careful of. There's chances that there's people in these rooms. So be very, very cautious when you walk around here. Almost always there's someone on those stairs, I've heard. Did we get a grenade? Oh, we got a smoke grenade. We can toss that up there, I guess. What that will do is it'll actually kind of make people think that someone might be sneaking up the stairs, you know? And it can give you a chance to either get away or, you know, try and bring someone down to your level. That was really stupid, that move I just made there. Looks like there's someone right there. I can't really tell. No, it's a door. But, yeah, smoke grenades, they can help but also hinder you a little bit because you can't see through them, neither can the enemies, but they do bring people to that level. Shotgun choke, that could be useful. Yeah, but it doesn't work on this one. Oh well. Oh god, this room is dangerous as fuck if you're not careful. And I just had my back to a room. I could have easily been murdered there. That area is actually not too dangerous to hide in. Someone just honked their horn for their vehicle. That can work out for you, or it cannot. It just kind of depends. I might want to grab this for now. There we go. Let's put it on burst, because that way I know that if I don't keep pressing, at least I know I get at least 3 shots on the person, and that can be better than nothing. Oh god, this is scary as hell. We are in the playing field, but just barely. Another thing about this game is there is a playing field, and if you're not careful, you can actually end up outside of it, and you will die. So you want to be very careful about that, because you will just take damage until you get back into it. Alright, I say we make a run for it here. Roads like this, you might want to stay away from them if you can. Kind of stick to the grass and trees for the most part. It actually makes you safer in the long run. The reason why is because you can actually blend in if you have the correct clothing on, which right now I don't because I'm wearing gray, so I'm actually set more for an urban. This house could be holding someone, so I gotta be very careful here. It's usually a good idea to have a rifle so you can check with the iron sights, because it allows you to view at least enough so that you can take a chance of seeing someone. A machete. It's not the most important thing to have. I cannot believe I'm about to do this, but let's take a look in here. Well, that rewarded me a little bit. Got some bandages and some pistols if I want them. What weapons do I have again? I got the shotgun and this rifle. Okay, whoop-de-doo. Oh boy, I feel like I'm super dead right now. I don't know why. Even though like nobody's like spotted me recently or anything like that, I still feel like if someone had a rifle right now, they could take me out from the school from where I'm standing. Oh, and I'm in a bombing field. That's another reason to get moving. Don't be afraid to run with your gun in your hand, because that way if you need to, quickly try to dispose of someone that's got a beat on you, you can at least try that instead of going down running. Always pay attention to gunshots and stuff. I mean, I don't know why I'm acting like I've played this game enough that I can tell you stuff like this, but I'm just telling you things that I've heard and things that I try myself. That bush looked like a fucking person. I'm not gonna lie, it scared the shit out of me. I'm just like, are you serious? There's already a person. I will say this. One thing that I've done that's actually worked out pretty well is I've just run around. I'm not going to lie. It actually tends to work out really well because in this game, a lot of people tend to stick to a place. Like they'll grab a building and just stay there. Like there's probably someone in that one over there, for example. And the reason why they do that is because you usually have you really have an advantage if you do that. Like it's a lot harder for someone to kill you when you're holed up in a building than it is if you're not. Doesn't look like anybody's been here though. Yeah, there's some bandages, but that doesn't mean someone hasn't been here. A good idea is to always assume that a place has been looted, even if the doors are shut. Like, when I came in here, I actually made a grave error because instead of being like, oh, there must not be anybody there since the doors are closed, and I looked in the windows and didn't see anybody, I still should have like cautiously entered and all that instead of just rush in like I did, because there could have been someone like hiding on the floor somewhere that I couldn't see through the window, you know? Now, I like to kind of use stuff from Metal Gear Solid for my tactics. You know, kind of like stick to the ground to kind of use your terrain for your advantage. I also use this other guy's that I've been watching's ideals. Like I kind of try to use his, but I try to put my own spin on it, so I'm not like stealing his ideas, you know. Where I'm kind of like he likes to stay in one place for the most part until he has to move. But I get bored real easily with that gameplay style, so I like to keep moving if I can help it, because for me it's just a lot more fun, you know. So I think I might stay right here though for a little bit. Now, my advice to you, if you are going to stay in a place, kind of just sit still in the grass or something, because people are less likely to see you if that's the case, you know. I'm not sure how well this information works for you, but like if you see someone coming, instead of like turning on them immediately and try killing them, it might be best if you wait for a little while to see if they see you first, and if they don't, kind of wait till they get closer and then start firing on them. That actually ends up working out in your favor a lot more than you know, trying not to do that. Now, there's almost likely somebody in that two-story building. Two-story buildings are the best places to hide out, and it's even better if you end up finding a sniper rifle in them, because then you have a really high chance of killing someone if they're like me and they're just standing out here in the middle of nowhere like an idiot. You have a very high chance of killing someone like me. This building actually might have a very high chance of someone being in it too. So I gotta be very careful when I walk up on this. Now, something you can try to do, but is dangerous, you can breach a door if you feel like there is someone in there, and like you can shoot it just to try to scare the shit out of them so they might try to run out. You can try that, but do realize that if you do that, you're giving away your position, because, let's be honest, a shotgun doesn't have, you know, any kind of suppressor on it, ever. So, ooh, Well, this could be good. Same time, it could be bad. Let's see. If I wanted to get this, what would I get rid of? Well, let's get this police vest. You know what? We don't have a whole lot of bullets for the M16. Let's get the crossbow. Now, the crossbow, very interesting thing about it. You're only allowed to carry one bullet with it. And it takes forever to reload. Now, you might be thinking, Mike, you're a complete and total dumbass for equipping that then. Actually, the cool thing about the crossbow is it comes equipped with a nice little sight on it at all times, which kind of helps you get a little extra distance. And this weapon can one-shot most people if you're lucky. But yeah, nobody would be dumb enough to trade this for what I just traded it for. But I wanted to because I'm curious if I can manage to, you know, do anything with it. Now the pan, a very interesting item. Not only can it supposedly block projectiles, it can also be used as a weapon if absolutely needed. Chances are, though, you're not going to use it for that. Oh shit, I mean, like, I shouldn't be trying to, you know, loot this place. I should be, like, sneaking around trying to kill people who are possibly in here. Looks like someone was here at some point, because this door is open. Sounds like they moved on. Oh. Well, I futzed around for too long, apparently, and I'm now going to pay for it. Luckily, if you're outside of the, you know, force field like this, you might not run into anybody else. So that could be really good. But unfortunately, we're probably going to end up dying from this. This is one of the most saddest ways to die, unfortunately. But sometimes it's inevitable because you don't realize that it's about to happen because you're too busy focusing on having fun, you know? So yeah, I'm going to die here. It's kind of a shame, but it happens. Let's see. We did a lot better that time. We got a 23. Yeah, I got plenty of stuff to cut out of this, but we're out of time. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm not really going to be making a thing out of this. I just kind of wanted to do a video of this just for fun for right now. I will bring you guys more content of this if you guys ask for it. But for the most part, since I'm really terrible at it, I'm probably just not going to for a little while. You know, just to be on the safe side. because I could do like a whole nother episode of it, but I'm not going to yet. Instead, I have another game that I want to play, and it's one that I was originally going to play before, but I never got it to work because of my old computer. But with the new one that we have now, I should be able to really easily. So look forward to that. Till then, everyone, bye.